And we're live. We are live. So I'm double checking that we're on Facebook as well to make sure that everyone sees your beautiful face, Jessica.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Okay. We're live. We're live. And you are tagged. I'm going to make sure you're tagged again so everyone sees you. All right.
Wow. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
We're live.
All right. We are on. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to September Manifesting with Meg. Tonight I have special guest, Jessica Mosley. She is a diva extraordinaire, and I can't wait for you all to get to know her. I've actually known her now for, I think, about 6 months.
No.
Yeah?
December.
December. Oh, my God. Longer. Almost a year. Wow. Well, there you go. Almost a year now. Wow. Let me tell you, what you can learn from this woman, it's priceless. And the fact that she is a beautiful human being too just makes it even more fun to work with her. So I want to say hello to Jessica. Want to say hello to the audience?
Hello, Meg.
Hello. Well, I want to give you a proper introduction. This is Sweet Inspiration in September, and we are going to end this month strong since it's the last day of September and set the tone for an amazing October. Jessica is Miss CEO herself. Always, always up for a challenge, as well as engaging in talented and incredible creative professionals. She herself is a talented and dedicated media professional. She has more than a decade plus of experience helping organizations communicate more effectively, and she's got strategic communication strategies and plans that have helped catapult the careers of many, many women at this point. She's been involved with branding activities, book publishing. A lot of women business owners owe a lot of the, catapulting of their success to Jessica. She is able to speak on a variety of topics, business benefits that will actually help local individuals as well as on a national scale. And she also has an incredible background to back all of this up. She is a VP, a former VP in banking, healthcare, and municipal environments, brings a well-rounded perspective to work with clients at her J. Mosley Public Relations. Her media insight comes from her experience as a journalist as well for multiple affiliates. She worked with multiple affiliates, Huff Post being one, Sheen Magazine, who I've had the pleasure of working with as well, Forbes, and she's also relaunching her Miss CEO radio show, and that's coming up this month, correct, Jessica?
Yes.
Oh, super exciting. And a lot of the women that are actually hosting along with you are some dynamic professionals who will definitely get people going with inspiration. That's for sure. Her clients have appeared on Steve Harvey Show, MSNBC, Aspire TV, Yahoo Finance, Good Day Charlotte, got a lot of things. Forbes, Huff Post, Black Enterprise, Essence Online, OWN, Good Morning America, Good Day Houston, Good Day Charlotte. There's so many. And plus, she herself has been honored at many different locations for her skills in the public relation field. And I'm just so excited not only to have worked with her, but to get to know her as a very good friend now, and also now to have her speak to all of you. So welcome, Jess. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh my God. I'm like, who is she talking about? I
only align with the best of the best, Jessica. That's for sure, right?
Gosh, I'm like, woo!
You're like, you want to stand up and applaud for yourself. There's so many wonderful things that you're doing. That's for sure. Before we start at Manifesting with Meg, since it's a very intentional show, I always have my guests pick a number and set an intention for the show, be it for yourself or for others, whatever gets you excited. And so go ahead and you can pick your number, hold it to yourself until the end, and then that's when the magic will unfold for all of us.
What number? What's the range of numbers?
So it goes along with the book. So basically, it starts at I would say, let me see. Wow, I don't even know the numbers in my book. The last number you can pick is 397, and the first number you can pick is from page 3. So there you go. 3 to 397. You got a lot of choices in between. So
yes, I've already picked it.
Oh, great. So I have to tell you, I really enjoyed September, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it has been a very inspirational time for me. Now, I'm not so certain it's all been ups. You know, I have those ups and downs like we all do experience in life, but I can tell you, it is a time of change. And I think that that's really important to think of that as a positive rather than a negative, because the leaves are changing. You're in Indiana, so I'm imagining it looks more like fall for you than it does for me in Miami.
No, it's still hot. It's like 92 today. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, wow. 92 degrees in Indiana? No. Wow. Well, hey, there's so much to say about that.
Climate change is real.
Climate change is real. That's for sure. But, I wanted to start off tonight and give you the floor. I really want you to highlight what inspiration means to you before we get started.
Oh my God, there's so many things well, first of all, thank you for this opportunity to be with you and your guests. I am honored to be in your presence and to know you as well. You have such an amazing spirit. Thank you. I wanted to say that before answering your question. I don't take this moment lightly. Inspiration means so much to me because there's certain things that inspire me, like the weather change, the coolness of the fall. But to me, inspiration is definitely something that it will motivate you to do something, especially when you could be feeling down, but all you need is a little sprinkle of inspiration, right?
Yeah.
A little bit and to me, that's it motivates you to go and do the better.
Yeah.
To be better, to want better. So yes, inspiration comes at all different lengths, sizes, colors, weathers. So yeah, I'm inspired by a lot, but that's what inspiration does for me.
That's awesome. Because I'm a wordy person. The word inspiration. Yeah, I am a wordy person. You're like, Meg.
Very much so.
Very much so. But inspiration means to breathe life into yourself, and I love that definition because it's just like, when you feel sustained by the life flow, the breath, and it's amazing because in business, which you are very fluent, you're very much in tune with. And I say that, I don't say that lightly, because I think a lot of people, when they're not used to being an entrepreneur, it's good to be around someone like you, because you you give them the inspiration that they might need to actually start to believe in themselves, which is something that, it's true, because I think in a lot of ways people are very fearful initially. And then when they have someone who will bring them along and tell them, come on, you need to believe in yourself, that does change. That changes everything. So I wanted to point out today, I love the fact that today in the Magical Guide to Bliss, the quote is something that I love by Stendhal. Is a very small degree of hope is sufficient to cause the birth of love. Now, to me, what that means is, like with inspiration, just a small glimpse, you said sparkle, like you were saying, inspiration can birth something really, incredibly beautiful. So how does that, in fact, speak to you?
Ask me that question one more time, because you were breaking up. It was getting a little robot-y.
No, not a problem. So, when you're saying that it's like a little sprinkle of magic over, like, perhaps an idea or an endeavor or something like that, tell us how, in fact, have you seen, even in your career, because your career started as a spark of an idea, and how it has unfolded over time. Like you yourself told me, I had an idea to do a radio show, and then it started, catapulting into something even bigger and better. Why don't you explain your story so far, so everyone has a better idea as to where you've come from to get to where you are now?
Okay, I understand now. Well, thank you. I believe that one gift taps on another gift. And what I mean by that is, if you would have told, my goal was to retire as the first African-American woman president for the state of Indiana.
Oh, wow.
So if you would have told me that I would be doing what I'm doing today, I would have, because I was the friend who would buy your book, buy your workbook. I might stop by to hear you do your little speech, do your little dance, but I never, ever, ever in a million years thought that people would want to even listen to what I had to say. So radio opened up the doors for me. Media is media, whether it's writing, whether it's radio, whether it's magazine publishing. There's so many different forms of media. And when you're in media, you just meet a lot of people in media. Just like if you're a lawyer, you meet a lot of lawyers and judges. If you're a dog catcher, you're going to meet a lot of dog catchers. It's called the law of attraction.
Yes.
And so while I was in, so when I started doing radio, I met a lot of people in media, because a lot of people's PR people would reach out to me wanting to get their people on the show. So, and then I had an opportunity to become a contributing writer in a book. That's another story, because that was a scam. But because of that scam, it inspired me to want to learn how to do my own publishing. And from there, I ended up publishing my own book, and then somebody said, hey, you need to hire you a business coach. So I hired me a business coach. But so my business coach was the one who told me that I was doing PR as well. I'm like, what is PR? You know, I'm slow. I'm from the hood. I don't know what PR is, the acronym. Anyway, and so then she's like, listen, Jess, you can get paid for what you're doing. You're getting people on these national platforms, local platforms. You can get paid for that. And so I never, ever, ever imagined that I would one day be able to do what I'm doing. Wow. So we went from radio to publishing books, from publishing books, and I'm still doing all of these things, to PR. From PR, some people would come to me and they could not afford, and I'm very low compared to a lot of people. And then I'm even able to guarantee you placement, whereas some of these PR people cannot. And then, so some people still could not afford my prices. And so I created the Miss CEO magazine, and just so that they could have social proof, have some type of social proof, not knowing that it was going to blow up the way that it has. And so from the magazine, and then the school, one of my clients, and I come from a family of educators, you know. My sister right now, she is a professor at a college, you know. So I would have never, ever thought that I would be teaching a school, or even yet alone have a fully accredited school. Wow. So that's how the Miss CEO Society for Coaches were birthed. So if you want to become a life or a business coach, you can go through my school. And then now we're getting ready to add credit repair and some other things. Right. So it's, to me, one gift taps on another, because I would have I love that. I have a background in financing. I have a background in superior customer service. I have a background in leadership. And so all the gifts just tapped on another. I love that. In different outlets. So it's all possible. I hate when people say, well, you need to stay in your lane. Well, what lane is that? What lane are you trying to get me boxed in? I want the whole freaking highway. You can zigzag into different lanes. Why do you have to stay in one lane? Do what is best for you. And everything I do is still under the umbrella of media. However, I'm in different lanes, baby. I'm zigzagging.
You know, I have to tell you, I love that you say one gift taps on another, right? Because that's the upward evolution of our lives, right? We get better in one area, and it opens doors in the direction that you didn't realize it was going to before. So I love that you said that. And I love that you say, I'm not going to stay in my lane. What lane is it, right? Like, I'm not going to let you define for me my path in life, because otherwise you'd be sitting in your house, you know, wondering when your first step would take, right? When you would take the first leap, and that would be a detriment to all of us, for everyone that you've worked with. So I want to commend you on having the courage. Really, it is the courage to step out of your wheelhouse.
I didn't have the courage. I did it afraid. A lot of things that I'm doing, I did it afraid. Because there's a saying that says, well, what if I fall? And then the response is, well, oh baby, what if you fly?
Oh,
So I feel like, hey, either way it goes, I'm going to take a leap.
Oh my
because
God.
it's a lot of things that I'm doing now afraid.
I
Well,
love
other
it.
people are doing it. So what someone else says?
I know.
You don't never know what God has in store. Because I just feel like, hey, if I stepping out on faith, God, you promised you would catch me.
Okay, that's another one.
Now unto him.
You never know what God has in store for you, right? And
you never know.
It's the whispers in the silence, right? That where you pay attention, you have no idea how it's going to unfold. And that's the inspiration, right? That's when people like say, why did she go so far? It's not really why, it's because she's listening. She's listening to those inner workings of her heart, of her mind, of the beat that gets her moving. That's what you do. Your passion, you listen to them. And that's why you are where you are today, because you listen to your inspiration. That's amazing. It's, it's funny because I have to parlay on that because, clearly we all have genius, right? It taps us on the shoulder.
Right.
And if you don't pay attention, it'll go find someone else. I've heard that said many times. So the fact that you didn't is incredibly commendable. And honestly, at this point in time in the world, we need more like you, Jessica, because honestly, people don't want to fail. And tell me a little, actually, with regard to inspiration, sweet inspiration, and what's your perspective on failure? Because I think it's really important that everyone hears that from a successful entrepreneur.
Failure is a part of success. It's just like you can't have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without the peanut butter, right?
Yeah.
Then it would just be a jelly sandwich. So the thing,
I love that.
the ingredient that's in success, it's just like when you go buy a cake from the store and you're gonna bake it. Listen, you have ingredients that you have to follow, instructions that you have to follow. So the thing is, you have to. In that formula of success is failure. It is failure. Ask the man who created the light bulb. Ask them. Ask them. Ask the person who created electricity. Ask the person who created the car. How many times did the car not? Thousands of times. Thousands of times. Now that's generational wealth.
Yeah.
Ford and all of those companies. Generational wealth, the hotel industry, Hilton. That girl is, her great grandkids are rich.
Yeah.
Okay, wealthy. I'm sorry, I used the wrong word. Wealthy.
Yeah.
So my point is, inside of the ingredient of success is failure. It is inevitable. You are going to fail, sometimes more than you try.
Yes. Oh,
but once you get it. And I think that failure is sent to teach you faith.
Ooh.
Because if you can do it on your own.
Oh, girl, you're preaching tonight, huh? Oh my God, I love it.
I'm so serious. It is there to teach you faith.
Mm.
Because we walk by faith. If you knew everything, you wouldn't need God. And I'm a person, I live by faith, so that's why I talk about it as much as I do. So it's inevitable. You have to go through it.
Yeah.
I would have never thought this was going to be my life, Meg, ever.
Well, Jessica, what you said, okay, first of all, I got to say, failure is there to teach you faith, but failure as an ingredient of success. Nobody tells you that. Everyone's like, I'm too scared to fail, so I'm not going to try. But it's like, wake up. You need to fail because that's a part of the success factor. If you don't, then you don't learn, then you don't grow, then you don't go. I mean, otherwise, you're just going to be scared to look foolish. But who cares if you look foolish? Because at the end of the day, if you're doing what you love and it's your passion, then you're happy. And that's ultimately what we're all seeking, is that happiness that comes from that day's work where you have exhausted your possibilities. And I think that's amazing. I think it's amazing. So honestly, I love that. I love that. And also how you said as well, I mean, generational wealth. These people built their lives on someone else's failure. Think about that. That's amazing what you said. I mean, had one party not, then the rest would not have as well. So why are we all sitting here waiting for someone else to bring that wisdom or inspiration to us, why don't we act upon what's in our heart? What do we want to really do and be passionate about? And then we can turn around and give that gift forward, pay it forward, like we're saying. But honestly, hands down, tell me how your faith has guided to you to where you are today. Because literally, you bring so many other women to another place when they work with you.
Oh, well, you know, my faith is everything to me. People say, well, how did you start Miss CEO? Well, I got it in prayer. You know, I remember seeking God for what to name my business. And I do believe that the Lord impressed on my spirit how to even spell Miss CEO. I don't say that like I'm like little voodoo or something. No, I believe that. Every idea that I've gotten, every book idea I've gotten, it's been successful. My faith and I believe that God is the CEO of my business. And I live by that. I'm not ashamed of that. Anybody that works with me, and listen, everybody's not my client, you know, because if I can't be who I am, then we're not going to be a good fit anyway. So why waste each other's time, right? So with that being said, you know, you just got to step out. You got to do it. You got to walk this thing out. You got to walk this faith thing out. Because when you start thinking that you can do it on your own, you're setting yourself up for the ultimate failure. And I know some people, I do know some people that don't believe in God that are very successful. But for those of us who are walking this thing out by faith and want to do it God's way, then listen, we just going to follow his lead, right?
And I have to tell you, the coolest thing that you can find on that path is those people who show up, right? Like who appears because you decided to do something differently, right? And it's so exciting because I get curious. And I think that has a lot to do with your intuition or your gut, like as far as following your sweet inspiration in life. It's like you go through one door and then you get excited about, oh my God, I can't wait to see who comes and who shows up now. And then it becomes like an exciting, you know, adventure, really, which I think ultimately that's kind of the difference between the Meg I am now and the Meg I used to be, is that before I was, you know, as Jessica knows, she sees the serious side of me come out occasionally, but so serious, and I like to have fun, and I rather walk this journey with people who make me laugh. And I think that is the gift of actually following your path. I mean, do you have similar experiences like that, Jess?
Absolutely. All the time.
All the time.
Look at the women that I work with.
That's true.
Look at the women that I work with. And I think that like attracts like.
Yeah.
You know? Every now and then you get the little bad thorns that try to come up in there. But then your light and your shining is going to weed them out anyway. So
yeah, that's true.
And I've learned to be okay with people leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be okay with people leaving.
Yeah.
Whoever's not supposed to be in your next level, they're going to weed themselves out.
Oh, wow.
Because one thing about love, it always outshines hate and jealousy and rejection. It's gonna all shine it out.
You know, I have to tell you, you know, with regards to even the topic for today, in the Magical Guide to Bliss, it's hope for love to be born again. And I think that in a lot of people, you know, especially if they're sitting in a place where they're not as happy as they want to be, or they could be, and they're not quite sure how they got there, and they're not quite sure how they're going to get out of there. I think that people who bring that kind of beautiful hope into their life, into their world, that also can inspire them to grab on to that. I don't know if you've had any experiences with that, but certainly I think that has a lot to do with the not giving up mentality of holding on to something you dream about and then keep moving forward.
Absolutely. I think, Meg, I could write a whole book about what you just said. So yes, I'm just going to say absolutely.
Yeah. I love the fact that the people that you do attract, and I've met many of them now at the Essence Festival and at some other events that you've been a part of here, even in South Florida. And the defining, I think the defining grace of all of them are certainly an ability to open your eyes and welcome, very welcoming the people in their lives, welcome who they have, who they are, and welcoming everyone else to join the fun. So I think that that's something that is because of you, the way you attract others. It's a welcoming spirit, certainly. I don't know if you want to speak more to that.
I do want to speak more to that. My whole thing is collaboration over competition.
Yeah.
And I'm really big on sisterhood. I hate the spirit of jealousy and envy. I feel like there's enough for everybody. I believe that you and I could do the same thing. You and I are both coaches. We're both women of leadership, and we could. But you're gonna have a tribe of women that attract only to you, your spirit, your voice, and ditto for me. You know what I'm saying? So it comes down to, hey, listen, I don't have to be intimidated by Meg. I don't have to be intimidated by anyone on what they do, because there's enough for everybody. And when you get around people like that, that just means they have a poverty spirit.
Yeah.
And I want to operate in the overflow. I want to operate in enough. I want to operate in abundance. So if I get around people who start doing that and treating other women bad, I run. I'm getting away from you, because I'm gonna be releasing this new product called Sister Code.
I love it. Oh, what is that?
I'm really big on that. I'm really big on that, especially for women that are influential women. Yeah. Because it's so much cattiness and, fighting over this and fighting over that. Listen, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, let it go. Let it go. Adios. Serenata, ciao, arrivederci. How do you say bye in French? You speak like 10 languages.
Au revoir, au revoir,
au revoir, au revoir, whatever she just said. You know, Meg speak like 30 languages. Bye. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away.
Oh my God, get away, get away, get away, get away. You have to tell you, I love that you just said operate in the overflow. God, when you operate from a place of abundance, there's so much more to gain. It's like having that notion of gratitude. When you operate from a place of gratitude, there's so much more to be grateful for, right? It just comes in a way that there's a random momentum that builds and builds and builds. And then you just and I know we stop ourselves from being, we are the ones who get in our way. We sabotage our happiness. But what you just said, the collaboration, and there is, you detach with love, say thank you, but no thank you. I'm going to move on now, right? I love sayonara. Sayonara. How do they say it in Indiana? Bye-bye. Is there
bad girl? Bad. Bad girl.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you know what? I think that when people realize that and they start to actually live like that, from the overflow, from the abundance, everything changes, right? I mean, even myself, like I felt when when I was so scared to make the change, make the move, change my path. Yeah, I was scared, but I was just like, you know what? I'm going to bring as many people along as I can while I do it, because I really, truly believe that living from a place of abundance is what God energy wants for us. They really want for us to live from a place of abundance, because this world is for all of us to learn and respect each other. And, I love that. I love that. It's like,
you're blessed to be a blessing, Meg.
I'm sorry?
You're blessed to be a blessing.
Yeah.
So if I'm operating from lack, and poverty mindset, I can't bless anybody else.
Yeah, that's so true.
So my thing is, hey, I want to be blessed to be a blessing.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And when you are a blessing, how different is that energy than when you're not so much a blessing, when people want to say, bye-bye, see you later, right? It's different, completely different. I mean, it's a different whole mentality too. It's just your life starts to change, those little shifts. That's maybe the most incredible inspiration you can have, is to find people who bring you up, who raise you rather than bring you down. And it's hard to believe, especially, if you come from a poverty mindset, and you think that you have to suffer. And when you realize that that's not the case, then your whole world will shift. I believe that. I don't know.
Whole world will shift, baby.
Whole world shift.
Entire being, baby.
Well, I want to talk about now your creative pursuits. Right now, you have a new book collaboration called Aint No Plan B.
Ain't No Plan B.
Tell us about that.
So with Ain't No Plan B, basically, with Ain't No Plan B, this is a book collaboration of women are getting together, discussing the good, the bad, the ugliness, the tears, the sweat, the wanting to give up in entrepreneurship. You know, social media with the pretty graphics, it makes everything look so beautiful. And the truth of the matter is, there's going to be times that you just want to throw your hands up and say, deuces, peace, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I don't have, because you might have, and I love the stories, the testimonials. You know, one lady, she lost her son 2 years ago, and now she's over in Korea, and she's finally grieving her son after 2 years.
Wow.
You know, but she talks about how she had to keep going because she had a new shop, and she had women in the shop depending on her.
Yeah.
So it was to give up her business, make people lose their business, their dreams, or do you suffer in silence? And so she had to keep building it till it got to a place where she could go away for 2 months and really grieve her son. So the truth, I mean, people who have lost everything and gained it back, and lost everything and gained it back again. But the transparency of entrepreneurship, and how there might be times where you are always in the red, or always in the black, yellow, green, whatever color you want to call it, where you're not making a profit, but you're just barely hanging, staying afloat. So to meet these millionaire women now, a lot of these women are strong 6-figure and millionaire women, but just to hear the truth, the truth about it, it takes on a whole different level.
Well, I think it's even more amazing that these millionaire women are sharing the story, because I think that what happens is it bursts the bubble of people succeeding without the failure we're talking about before, without the heartache, without the obstacles, these are people who did not give up, because there ain't no plan B. There's no way.
No plan B, baby.
No. Ain't no plan B, baby. None. If I fail, I fail. Yeah.
And then you just have to make up your mind that no matter what, what, I'm going to keep going. Because when you make a plan B, you've already put in the back of your mind that you're going to fail.
Yeah.
You already said that you're going to fail. And there's not no plan B. We're going to keep working this plan, retweaking this plan. And we're going to keep going. We're not going to have a backup plan just in case this don't work out. So that's a whole nother story, because that's why people get prenups, just in case.
Oh, yeah.
So you've already put yourself out there. You're like, hey. So it's,
I hear you.
All of that good stuff,
I have to tell you that that is amazing, because it's so true. Because I've never thought about that way. Everyone what's your backup plan? What's your safety plan? What's this with that? And if you're going into something, I mean, certainly you have a plan. But if that's your plan A is the way to go, then there's nothing that's going to stop you from getting to where you're going. And I think the coolest part about that is that you really don't know the end result's going to be. It's just that you have faith in the walking process, which I think is what you're talking about.
We walk by faith and not by sight. Yes, there's going to be tears. Yes, there's going to be doubt. But when you're saying, here, God, I'm out here in the deep, I don't believe he's going to let you sink. I've never seen it happen. I've never seen the righteous forsaken. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. That's why it is a faith walk. Entrepreneurship is a calling. Everybody's not called to be a business owner. You can't even pay the bills you got in your house. You don't even pay those on time. So, I mean, it is a part. Failure is inevitable. You have to get that in your mind. I am going to mess up. I am not going to get it all right. Somebody might come and bamboozle me. Somebody might trick me. I was tricked not too long ago. But guess what? I got to keep on walking. Was I going to shut my whole business down? Am I going to stop dealing with women because another woman schemed me? No. I'm going to walk this thing out.
You're just going to see crazy coming and you're going to walk the other way. I love the fact that you're doing Aint No Plan B, and I think at the book launch it's going to be the same time as your Miss CEO conference. So talk about that as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
So So I'm excited about October 11th and 12th here in the beautiful, amazing city of Indianapolis, Indiana. Whoop, whoop. Capital Indianapolis is the capital of Indiana. And so that's my home city. And we're going to have women from all over the country here. All of the authors are from all over the country, to be honest. And, we're going to be here talking. Well, Friday night is a gala, an award and dinner show. So there's going to be some awards being given out on that night. And then and we will have someone speak on that night. And we're going to take pictures and laugh and eat and be merry. And Saturday, we're going to have two dynamic speakers, Meg Nocero and Dr. Vicki Johnson, Senior Vice President of BET. So a former Senior Vice President of BET. So I'm very excited about that.
Exciting.
We're going to have a couple of workshops on product creation. A lot of people, they say, well, how is your business doing this? Well, it's product creation. So you want multiple streams. So you're going to be taught about how to do that, how to bring in more money, how to create those ebooks and things like that. And then we're going to have the book signing. And after that, everybody's going home. So, it's really it's really going to be 2 days. Well, really a day and a half of just fun, sisterhood, celebrating, book signing, eating, drinking. Let me glean from you. What can I get from you? And hearing some things that's going to catapult your faith, inspire you, motivate you to get out there. Because I don't know about you. I've been to enough seminars. I've been to enough workshops. It's time to put some action in behind my inspiration, my motivation.
That's amazing. And I think that is really important because we can be inundated with information and not have the tools to move ourselves forward. So knowing full well, and I love the product creation. Jessica has these beautiful Missy eyelashes that anyone would just die for. Let me tell you, I'm still afraid to put them on my eyes because I'm afraid that I'm going to, but I have to go for the master herself. She's going to have to teach me. But definitely the whole idea of things that you love, which is you're actually a beauty expert as well. You have the skills with regard to makeup, and then all of this that comes out of that in your line makes it even better. So, certainly we're going to see you dazzling at the gala, that's for sure. But I think that, what you're talking about specifically is that the tools to help people catapult themselves forward. Like, you want to leave with something more than you came. And I think inspiration matched with action is definitely a good, not even a equation to step into the next part of your life, if that's what you're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I put all the information with regard to the gala. Are the tickets available until when, Jessica?
I don't know. I'm just going. I'm just like, forget it. Let's just keep going.
You're just going to keep going.
I'm just going to keep going.
So you're going to let me know, and I'm going to put in the feed today the information with regard to how to get tickets, so we can make sure that if you're keeping going, people can show up and actually take advantage of this as well. I love that. I have to tell you, you've become a leader with a vision, right? And from your beginnings to where you are now, I think that, you have your compass, you have your guide, which, is very important for you, be it faith and your general belief in yourself. And that they'll push you on and your passion. So tell me a little bit about that, your vision initially at the outset, and how that's been crafted into the vision you have now.
Oh God. So the vision, you talking about when I first started?
Of course. When you first started.
My vision, listen, I just wanted to interview authors. I was interviewing authors. So, and the reason I picked authors because it wasn't just category, right? People write about all type of things. I lost my dog. I'm still depressed, everything. People write about everything. And so God dreams a bigger dream for you. I'm a dreamer. I am a dreamer. And when I first started off, my dream was just to interview authors. I never had a dream that I could one day own my own radio station. So it's just like the dreams that you start off with, or that you could do it. You could do anything you put your mind to. You can have whatever you want. There's nothing too good on this earth for me. You You'd be surprised what we limit ourselves in. Oh no, yes, you can have it with hard work, dedication. You know, you can have it. You can have it, you know? So yes, we are excited. My dream back then, now, like, you know, it's another thing that I'm about to do. And, you know, with the transitional house for battered women.
How about that?
I'm a former victim of, I'm a former victim of domestic violence abuse. Just to see the door, you know, for that to happen and the connections that I'm having with the right people. God dreams a bigger dream. I just wanted a house, but now I'm going to have a building. You can do it. You can do it. Dream a little. I would have never dreamed that I was going to be speaking. You know, I'm like, I'm not a speaker. I want my clients to go speak. They're like, no, we want you. I'm like, ah! Okay,
it's because it's so much fun, Jess.
Let's do it.
It's like going to church, girl. When you're like actually you're up there, you're just like, and you get into the mood and you start moving and you start moving and you start moving. Everybody wants, I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. Oh, it's like that whole song by John Lennon. Don't you know I'm a dreamer? I'm not the only one. And then you're like, yes, we're all together in this. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. You know, the whole thing is stop walking numbly through your life. Wake up. And that's what you do. That's what you do. You engage the dreamer within that might be sleeping and shake them out of you. And that's how you inspire others, because honestly, we need more people like you to wake up those that are sleeping so that they can do the same thing and we pass it forward. So this world will become like even better because of it. And I love it. I say all the dreamers, like, I'll tell you, everybody out there who's a dreamer, push the love, the little heart, give us some hearts, because I can tell you this, the more that you engage the dreamer within, the more that your dreams will come true. They'll be realized. And God has dreamt a bigger dream than you could even imagine. I love that, Jess. That is on point, the best, because then you're engaging and you really want to be a part of the party. I mean, who doesn't want to listen? Party? Yeah.
Listen, the song says, and I know he's in jail right now for the way he's done, but he says, if I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly.
Oh, that's, yeah.
And it's all about your belief system.
Yeah.
What do you see? There used to be a song that we used to sing coming up in the Southern Baptist church that I went to, and the song was, he'll give you as far as you can see.
Wow.
He'll give you as far. What do you see?
Wow.
If you see scarce and little, that's what you're gonna have. Or do you say, woo, it's a whole big field out here, girl. I'm gleaning from the whole field, girl. Yes. What do you see? And that is why it's imperative that you're around other dreamers, that you're around people who believe, even if they may not know what you're doing or understand what you're doing. Stay around people that believe. Because when you're around doubters, do you know how many people say, girl, ain't nothing to that radio show, girl, you a lie. It's profitable.
Wow.
It's profitable. So I'm big on it, girl.
Yeah, I hear you. I love that. Oh my God. I almost can hear it coming out of you, that where are you on your journey right now? As you go into October, what will you take for your journey right now?
Oh my gosh. So there's so much. After this event, I have to be in California and some other places. So I am where I'm at right now in my journey. Well, this year I got like several more speaking engagements. So, you know, hey, but I'm all about leveling up.
What does that mean to you?
Level up season. Leveling up means collaborating more, networking more, making sure that I leave like Tyler Perry said, leave the door open for somebody else. My thing is, let me help somebody else get to where they're trying to go, because in turn, God will make sure that I get where I'm trying to go. So yes, all of that is important.
You know, it's also interesting that when you said that, I said, maybe that's where God wanted you to go, is to help that other person where they need to go. And then,
I know that's my calling. I know that's my purpose. My purpose is to help, aid, pull, bring over, help other people cross as well.
Yeah.
As I'm I'm gaining momentum. Absolutely.
So what's your priority in this season of life, Jess?
My priority is my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my priority. My faith, my church, my clients. I believe it's God, family, and your business. God, family, business. I believe that you need to have an order and a structure, because if you don't, you will be whoa, bouncing from here and fro. But that is my priority.
Wow. So since this show is about manifesting, right? What are the best practices for you in your life as to how you've manifested the life of your dreams, the business of your dreams, the vision of your dreams?
Prayer.
Okay.
Prayer. Everybody got their own form. They might say, well, I meditate. I meditate on the word of God. But prayer, educating myself, constantly being in the room. There is power in being in the room, showing up, supporting others. How can I help you? Because, I learned that when you help somebody else, then somebody come along and help you. Yeah. You never know how it's coming, when it's coming. So those are the things that I do. Make sure that I'm constantly yielding a return.
Yes. Yielding a return. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Yes. That's amazing. So one of the tools, or the tool that you use, is you go into prayer and you get
all the time. Because I don't have the knowledge. Some people, they depend on, now listen, I'm going to talk about myself. I was one of those people. I was all about education. Oh, girl, I was a resume builder too. I'm going to be this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Okay. I'm going to be the next vice president of this thing, and I'm going to be the next. It's all about climbing the corporate ladder. But it wasn't until I brought God into my business and really brought him into my life that things started changing. There's money, and then there's money. And I'm not saying that everybody's going to get rich, but I'm saying there's things that I'm not smart enough to think on my own, to know on my own, to do on my own. And I believe it's the wisdom of God that rests on my life. I just truly believe that. Wow.
Yeah, certainly is power and wisdom. That is for sure. Right. And at the beginning of our interview, I asked you to get intentional and set an intention for this. And I asked you to pick a number. So first of all, what was your intention for this interview today?
That I speak with clarity, and that my words will help someone else.
And what number did you pick?
88.
Okay, so you have the Magical Guide to Bliss. So what we're working with today is my book, The Magical Guide to Bliss, and the different insights. And so I like to get a little magical around the book for those of you who haven't seen this show before. And I asked my guests to pick a number that will match the intention, and that's perhaps a message from above. So go ahead, read 88, Jess. What do you got?
March the 20th.
Okay.
It says, make you in peace.
Ooh, hey now.
So what can we do about the craziness of the world? Nothing. Can it laugh? But with a dose of kindness. This is the nature of the world. This is destiny. Worry about your craziness only. Make you in peace. Love it. Elizabeth Gilbert, American author, excerpt from Eat, Pray, Love.
And now go ahead and read the insight. It's specifically for you and anyone else who needs to hear it tonight.
You cannot control the craziness of the world. However, you can make a difference in your corner of it. Instead of focusing on what you believe is impossible, shift your intention to what you know you can do. You can create a world in peace by taking care of yourself. You can begin to pay attention to the kind of energy you bring to your life. You can focus with gratitude on your blessings. You can choose to tune out the noise and chaos with dedicated moments of focused joy. It is time to stop putting off your happiness for tomorrow by starting to stretch your body and mind for the pure love of it today. In small, manageable increments of time, take the actions necessary to breathe yourself back into balance. Worrying does you no good. You cannot be a warrior if you are a warrior. Focus on the fighter within. Focus on what the fighter within needs to tame those out of control feelings. Seek out the tools, prayer, meditation, exercise, inspired conversation, or reading that will bring you back to sanity. Slowly at first, as the old habits are replaced with new ones, the peaceful transformation will be quicker, and living in the pain a lot shorter. Do what you can do now. Make you in peace. And the ripple effect that you can have on the world will go beyond even your wildest imagination. Magical key to bliss. Speak words of gratitude today. Accepting your peaceful journey.
Wow. That was really for me. I was like, make me in peace. I've kind of embraced that concept this last year, and I'm getting there. I really do feel a sense of peace. How about you, Jess? A little bit more every day.
A little bit more.
So I want to tell you all that I am very grateful that Jessica has joined us. Certainly, if we're speaking gratitude and inspired conversations, tonight certainly was one. I think that she gave us so many great nuggets that we can take with us if we're entrepreneurs, if we're anything for that matter, that we can live from the overflow, live from the abundance of life, and educate or bring others to the realization or the inspiration that that is where you need to be to play. And rather than compete, collaborate to bring each other to a higher state of joy, really. On this last day of Sweet Inspiration, I want to thank Jessica for bringing her magic to us. And I do, in fact, want to give you the final inspirational word to leave with the audience as to what they can do to make their lives even more sweet.
I'm sorry, you were robot-y. That's why I just said there.
It's okay. No,
well, let me just say this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to give you the final word for inspiration for the audience. That's it.
My final word of inspiration would be, do you. No matter what people think, no matter what people say, if you have a burning desire in your heart and you think you can do it, step out on faith and do it. It all starts with the belief system that you can do it. Positive affirmations every day. It will help you reshape your mind, your thinking on what is possible. So then the impossible will become possible.
That's awesome. The impossible will become possible. I want to let everyone know that you can get more inspiration from Jessica at missceo.com. Also, she has her email address at taylorjessica46402@gmail.com if you have any interest in working with her as far as PR is concerned, as well as all the other things that she's doing as well, Miss CEO magazine and the like. Also, another plug for October 10th and 11th for Miss CEO conference. It's going to be amazing. Ain't No Plan B. Come out and meet a lot of incredible women who are doing their thing and stepping out and doing you and doing them and doing everybody. Thank you, Jessica, once again for bringing the magic. I know that did sound pretty funny. There you go. I really want to thank you.
You know what, Meg? Let me say this. You know what song I'm thinking about in my spirit?
Tell me.
It's a song by Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. Who knows what miracles you will achieve?
Yeah.
When you believe.
I love it.
Somehow you will.
I love it.
You will when you believe. And that's why I love the magical guide to bliss.
Thank you. You know, I have to say, you definitely have a beautiful singing voice as well, Jessica. I always told you, like, you're going to belt it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm not Ava, baby. Ava, no, that's the singer, girl.
Oh, yeah, no, Ava will do it, but I think that you also are gifted as well. So I want to invite everyone to remember that you all are deliberate creators of your life. Let your soul be guided by your dreams. Enjoy and join the dreamers of this world. So together we can raise the positive vibrations on this planet so we can all live our true bliss, enjoy the magic of miracles, and shine the beautiful light that we are meant to shine here. Until next 2019. We're talking about October, the month of service. I want to thank you, Jessica, again for coming on and really, really blessing me with your incredible personality and your incredible spirit and your incredible light. I want to thank all of you who are out there. I know that you've put comments. I am not technically savvy enough to answer them, but I see them and I see you and I love you all. I will get there. This is actually a smooth operational video from where she's in another place and I'm here. So I'm going to say thank you. It was really well done. Jessica, thank you so much for being an incredible guest. And I want to say blessings and bliss to everybody. So let's take on October. Let's do it. Let's engage our dreams, live from the overflow, and be inspired to really engage our dreams and live the vision that we really want to. We're all here for. So thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate it. Amazing, amazing. Bye, everybody. Bye. You still there? She's off.